camera circling high above American Airlines Arena on this beautiful night, giving you a terrific view of our location here in Miami. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. And here's a look at some numbers for Butler.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, "I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion." Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you.
And for the Heat, the offensive production over the years just hasn't been there consistently.
Let's just look at last season, for instance. 26 in the league in points. They tried to make up for it with a great defense and rebounding. But if you're not explosive offensively these days, it just keeps your opponent in the game.
Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. And for Miami, Winslow and Butler comprise the backcourt. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Ball, the pass to Favors. Over Adebayo. And that one comes up a bit short. Butler against Ball. And stolen by Favors. Ball finds Holiday. Knocked loose. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is New Orleans. Ingram dishes to Holiday. Pass the ball. Just 4 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Favors, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
An area where Favors continues to gain consistency, has a nice looking stroke out to 15 feet.
Winslow, the pass to Olynyk. Adebayo with the ball. The inside shot. Great D that time from Favors.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Ball against Winslow. The pass to Olynyk. Over Williamson. And the basket by Olynyk.
I love the compact stroke there for Olynyk.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now Ball. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Pass to Favors. Outside Holiday. He can't get that one to fall. And the Heat going the other way now. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Williamson kicks to Holiday. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Passes it to Butler. Back to Jones. In the corner, Winslow with it. They get the rebound. Olynyk, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Shot's good.
And using that 7-foot frame on the boards, yes, Olynyk possesses guard skills, but he can still be a force down low.
And you watch Olynyk play, and he has the skill set of a stretch four. Solid enough from outside, although he struggled last season, can give a team a different look from the post spots.
And with Olynyk, he has the size to play at the 4 or the 5.
Olynyk is a legit 7-footer, and he has added beef inside the lane. Though until he improves as a rim protector, we'd rather have him as a 4.
Here's the floater. Butler against Holiday. And Butler gets it to go on the assist from Olynyk.
Those 220 pounds came in handy. Jimmy Butler using his big body and muscling those tough shots.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Holiday looking over the floor. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Pelicans, right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they've had a nice run here to start the season. Up there near the top of the standings and looking like they're comfortable.
More than comfortable. They look dangerous. This isn't a team that's going away anytime soon. Trust me on that.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Inside, here's Butler. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Butler's got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Very difficult game to predict. They are not familiar with each other. I expect to see a lot of in-game adjustments tonight on both sides.
Pelicans trail by 7. Ball kicks to Williamson. Outside Holiday. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Hey, Smitty, as a player, when it comes to preparing for a long season, talk about the advantages of the new strength and conditioning programs we read so much about.
You know, for me, Kevin, when I first started out, it was all about just getting stronger and lifting weights. I think right now for these guys, they're doing a great job of adding that and also recovery. What do you do for recovery, being able to play the next game? I would love to see the technology that they have. Wish I could use it, Kevin, because all I did was run and get me a fish fillet, and I was ready to go.
Now here's Favors. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Clippers. It's Ingram on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. From deep 3-point range, and the Pelicans get it back. And the dunk by Williamson.
And Williamson doesn't let up consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
Ball against Winslow. Butler in the corner. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Pelicans trail by 4. Ingram finds ball. Stolen by Winslow. Holiday against Butler. It's blocked.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
New Orleans has gone 0-3 from 3-point land. Nothing yet going outside. The 15-footer and Drew Holiday. The bucket on the assist by Ball.
As a coach, you're comfortable with Holiday taking that shot. He has a good feel from the mid-range.
Winslow up top. He's covered by Ball. The 8-footer. The shot by Adebayo, no good. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Holiday with it. Butler covering, poked away, and stolen by Butler. On the wing, Winslow. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game.
Beasting on defense. First, he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
Kicks it to Olynyk. Here's Adebayo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Free throw good. Adebayo.
In a time of renewal for the Pelicans, ownership transitioning, new front office, and the #1 overall pick, Zion Williamson.
Guys, after the turmoil of last season, a renewed sense of optimism. New life for this franchise.
The Heat making a switch here. Dragic has checked in, and so he's able to get 1 of 2.
In Miami last year, they had a shooting problem. Bottom 3rd in the league in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage. Hard to win that way in today's league.
And here are the Heat now, following the score by New Orleans. Pass to Olynyk. Butler against Ingram. Here's Olynyk. Great D that time from Favors. Steve, when you look at the Heat's roster, what you really see is a lot of toughness, length, and athleticism.
Yes, all of that's great, as long as you can also put the ball in the net. Now we know roster construction is a fluid thing. Miami has a talented front office. They leave no stone unturned in trying to build a championship contender.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Heat. Johnson comes in for Kelly Olynyk. And New Orleans also making a change. Redick is checked in. And then Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, James Johnson off the drive. Big, strong, but also very skilled.
Pelicans trail by 3. Holiday goes in. No good on the shot. Dragic with some nice D.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Redick passes to Favors. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
New Orleans gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Redick passes to Favors. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Johnson. When you look at the luxury tax structure, Smitty, it's now more expensive than ever to maintain a championship contending roster.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's a choice of a lot of these organizations. Some owners want to do it, some don't. But I think if you want to win a championship, you're going to have to open up your checkbook.
That free throw missing.
And you think of the resiliency of New Orleans. It feeds into the ethos of their sports teams, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Certainly the Pelicans have had their challenges too. Injuries, turnover, and leadership. You can't give up, though. I think that's something this organization and the fans can relate to.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor is checked in for Williamson. Etuan Moore comes in for Brandon Ingram. And Hart subbed in for Drew Holiday.
You know, the shooting ability of Derek Favors combined with his size makes him a hard matchup for most defenses.
Pelicans trail by 6. Moore outside. He dishes it to Okafor. And there's the pass to Hart. Shot clock at 6. He kicks to Redick. Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by the Heat.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
None. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. The Pelicans shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Back to Redick. Feeds it to Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
Dragic looking it over. Leonard dishes to Dragic. Pass to Hero. Shoots from 12. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Pelicans trail by 6. Moore passes to Favors. Basket good. Favors got 5 points so far.
He has a score-first mindset. Each one plays with a lot of poise, and that buys him time to find an open man.
Now here's Dragic. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Out left to the wing. Down low. Here's Johnson. Derek Favors with the rebound. Favors has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Passes it to Redick. And here's Favors. Over Johnson. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist from Redick. That's 7 points for Derek Favors.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Here's Dragic. Hero passes to Leonard. Here's Hero. Covered by Okafor. Shot's good by Hero.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Pelicans trail by 4. Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Pass to Hart. Back to Okafor. Banked in off the glass. Okafor's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside Dragic. Leonard on the wing. Over Okafor. And Leonard gets it to go.
Pretty tall point guard. Goran Dragic sees the entire floor. Terrific look.
New Orleans gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Okafor finds Redick. And it's New Orleans scoring again. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. There's the pass to Nunn. Back to Dragic. Here's Johnson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Redick. Here's the teardrop. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. That one drops. He ties it up. Heat shooting pretty efficiently out there. It is in 48% in the first quarter. Outside Dragic. Pass to Leonard. From deep. It's rebounded by Hayes. From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Miami Heat. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. You learn about Jimmy Butler. Difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing always got him through.
Basketball. That's that. It always took my mind off everything. It always made me smile. I had no cares in the world when I was shooting.
Boy, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. They've got J.J. Redick. Jahlil Okafor is out there with Hayes. Then there's Etuan Moore, and it's Hart in at the two guard. And the first one at the line is good. Smitty, lately we're seeing more deep three-pointers than ever before. Think you could step out to that 35-foot mark?
Hey, Kevin, I can step out there, but the question is, could I make them at a high percentage? And that's what's so beautiful now. You're seeing these guys step out further and further, but their percentage is higher and higher than it would be from others in my area shooting 35-footers. This is fantastic, but I do not want to see a four-point line.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Okafor kicks to Redick. Moore outside, 6 to shoot. With his first shot attempt, it's hauled in by the Heat. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Nunn passes to Johnson. No good that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. No good on the free throw.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for the Pelicans. Good on the second free throw. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes it to Olynyk. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ball against Dragic. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And the basket by Olynyk.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Here's Ball. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Pass to Hart. Buries it down low. 6 points for Jahlil Okafor.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Jones. His last outing, he had 8 points. Dragic finds Leonard. Olynyk inside, covered by Hayes. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. And too long on the shot. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Hart, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
For Miami, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. And he makes the first. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Bam Adebayo comes in for Myers Leonard. And it's Butler in for Goran Dragic. Butler against Holiday. And the pass to Ball. Back to Holiday. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Olynyk with the steal.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Hero. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Butler. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
You see the instincts of Butler on plays like this. Understands how and where to get his shots.
Pelicans trail by 3. Ball, the pass to Hayes. Back to Ball. Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Hayes. Isn't it interesting, Smitty, we're seeing guys like Dirk and Vince Carter play into their 40s. I'm wondering if this is a byproduct of improved nutrition and conditioning, and if that accelerates this trend.
I think it does, Kevin. I also agree to add to that. I think the game is less physical. I think a lot of those guys are taking care of themselves, but when the game is not as physical, it's a lot more perimeter. You can play longer. I'm curious, Kevin, will anybody play into their 50s?
You know, wouldn't that be amazing? That's a good question. Now here's jump. Oh, that is just nasty.
Athleticism on that finish.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Ball. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Winslow up top. He's covered by Ball. Here's Olynyk. Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And here is Ball. He's got 6. Williamson kicks to Holiday. 5 to shoot. Ball no good. The Heat leading by 4. Winslow with it. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Williamson. No good there. Excellent D that time from Jones. And here are the Heat now. Pass to Winslow. The feed to Butler. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
The first one falls. Maybe not the biggest name in free agency, but Jimmy Butler definitely a star player on the market.
A handful of teams were very interested in him, expressed interest in playing for Miami, and got his wish via sign and trade. We'll see if he can make them a contender in the East.
Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. And so Butler nails both of them.
Where you always have confidence in the Heat organization is at the top. Pat Riley with 9 championship rings as a player, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, and as a team president. He knows how to win from every perspective.
Now here's Ingram. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's blocked. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Miami leading by 6. You're right, Steve. You look at Riley's career, most people are just looking to accomplish one of the things he's done.
Kevin, he has a great mind. He's incredibly driven. He understands how to motivate people, and he understands what's important to focus on.
Jones, no luck.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Ingram passes to Holiday. Over Jones, and with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Holiday.
One of the stronger guards in the league. Holiday will take it up inside any chance you give him.
Butler against Holiday. Butler kicks to Winslow. Back to Butler. The 3. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now here's Ingram. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. At the top of the key, Favors. The dish to Holiday. Back to Favors. It's tipped. Tries again. The Heat leading by 7. Jones drives in. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. Here's Holiday. 7 points in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Ingram. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And another name included in that Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Still a lot to like about his game.
Pairs up well with what the Pelicans are trying to do. Perhaps the biggest asset coming over to New Orleans could flourish in this system.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
J.J. Redick's checked in for ball. Both free throws good for Ingram. Miami leading by 7. Here's none. Butler finds Johnson. Trying to get open is Adebayo.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Favors. Holiday goes in. Here's Redick. Drains the 19-footer. Redick's got his second basket.
Anytime Redick gets the ball from there, he's going to rise up as pure a shooter as we have ever had in the game.
Here's none. Now the pass to Butler. Takes the 3. Pelicans pull it in. Williamson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Favors. Kicks it to Holiday. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
One shot.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
Here's none. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Winslow against Redick. And Okafor with the block. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Williamson. Back to Ingram. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And let's take a minute now to give a tip of the cap to the top rookie defenders in the NBA this season. Second is Zion Williamson.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Passes to Winslow. Pass to Adebayo. Winslow kicks to Adebayo. Again, the miss by the Heat.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Butler sends it back.
On the prowl, Butler with the block shot. I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
The first free throw is good.
You look back, in the 7 seasons, the Pelicans have been better than average defensively. They've made the playoffs 6 times. The other 10 seasons, only 1 playoff appearance. Defense has been the difference.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Dragic in for Justice Winslow. Here's Hart. Sweet little floater. Well, the Pelicans falling off last season at the defensive end. Smitty, what's the key for them getting back on track?
They've got to do a better job of contesting three-point shots. They were awful. Also, cutting down on turnovers would enable them to get back defensively.
Here's Dragic. The Pelicans make their last shot. Here's Nunn. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Nunn's got 6.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 8-point game. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
There were some unforced errors, but they also created some mistakes through their intensity on both ends.
And that one's good by Butler.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Pelicans trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Poked loose. Johnson against Moore. Lock at 6. Fires the 3. Miami grabs the miss. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. The pass to Nunn. Shoots the 3. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Jimmy Butler is on it. Staying alert. Finds his man breaking free.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. Here's Dragic. Great D that time from Redick.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And so that's the end of the first half. Heat lead by 13. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, they had control in the first half. How were they able to do that?
Well, we turned the ball over, and our transition defense wasn't very good. We got to do a better job of executing, and we got to do a better job of just taking the shots that are available to us.
One thing at a time, get you back in. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. What a start for Jimmy Butler. He ended up with 19 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
Well, it's about time Jimmy Butler decides to take over. Something we know he can do. Tough, physical, skilled, and when he's got that jumper working, woo-wee.
And Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that atrocious, it was scary. But they also look scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Heat, in the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Winslow and Butler comprise the backcourt, and it's Jones in at the three. Here's Ball. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 8 points.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
Winslow, the pass to Olynyk. Back to Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
And so it's New Orleans with it after the Heat pick up 2. Holiday finds Ball. Now Ingram, covered by Winslow, to the paint. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Heat leading by 15.
And this is Alvin Gentry's fourth stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league. A decade coaching in college. Worked for and with so many legendary coaches. He's seen it all.
Favors can't get it to go.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And the layup falls. 9 points in the game so far.
One of the foremost offensive rebounders in the game. Favors always in pursuit.
Now Winslow. He has 5. Butler at the elbow. Back to Winslow. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Here's Olynyk, and the rejection by Favors.
What perfect timing on that play. Derek Favors, an outstanding shot blocker.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Trailing by 13. With the teardrop, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Williamson, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williamson's got 8 points. Miami leading by 11. Winslow kicks to Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Stolen by Ball. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. He'd have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Left side, Butler. And Jones has it in the corner. The tray. He can't hit that time. Pelicans trail by 11. Here's Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Winslow against Ball. On the wing, Winslow. 5 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Butler from outside. Here's Adebayo. Jones, that's for 2, and that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pelicans trail by 9. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Passes it to Favors. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And for the Heat, they're shooting in this game 45%. Olynyk the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Lobs it up for Favors. It's deflected. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And that one misses. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
And he's good on the second.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
Now here's Butler. He's got 21. At the elbow, Jones. The kick outside to Butler. Over Holiday. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That's foul number 2 for him. Williamson, the pass to Ingram. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Miami leading by 10. Right side, Butler, Olynyk. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Yeah, and Olynyk up and down at the free throw line early in his career, but with his touch, he's bound to become more consistent.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Olynyk. Second free throw, no good. Pelicans trail by 11. And here is Williamson. 9 points in the game so far. To the middle. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Love the gritty work inside from Favors. When he's down there, it makes the defense very nervous.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. That free throw, no good.
They aren't making anything at the line today. This is a team that struggles at the line.
The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. He hits the second from the line. The Heat leading by 10. Down low. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Who are the league's best setup artists? Let's check it out. Lonzo Ball third.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
That free throw good from Williamson. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Yeah, Kevin, I haven't, but I've bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
The Heat leading by 8. Dragic with it. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Leonard, he's checked in for the Heat. And a change for the Pelicans. Hart's checked in. Now here's Dragic. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Winslow. Guarded by Holiday.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
That free throw good from Williamson. James Johnson's checked in for Olynyk. Okafor's checked in for the Pelicans. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And last year, a bit of a pivot for Justice Winslow in terms of his game. Found one of the better ways he could contribute to the team is through his developing playmaking skills.
Here's Holiday following the 3 by Miami that went in. Pass the ball. Back to Holiday. Okafor dishes to Holiday. Ball's knocked loose. Winslow the bounce pass. Here's Hero. Up and in on the layup. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter. And for Winslow, he filled in at the point when Dragic was injured last season.
And Winslow looked really comfortable in that playmaking role. We know he struggled with his shooting, but when he can contribute with his passing, it adds another layer to his game.
Holiday with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. The pass to Ball. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Williamson.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Here's Hero. He's got 9. Up top, Dragic. Johnson left side. Shoots it up. Off the left rim and out.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
He misses the free throw. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself, but everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard. And you look at Lonzo Ball, certainly high expectations for this young man. One and done at UCLA. How about second overall pick? That's brought some undue pressure.
Here's Hero. He's got 9. Dragic gets the bucket.
Goran Dragic is a guy used to having the ball in his hand. This time, he finishes on the catch and shoot.
Ball kicks to Okafor. Dragic against Redick. And it's the Heat on the break. There's Winslow. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You see some of the craftiness of Winslow. Just knows how to generate offense.
Ray, you talk about the height for Lonzo Ball and the pressure. Do you think that creates an additional challenge for a young player?
Yeah, he scuffled at times, but I think the future remains very bright for that young man.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
The 10th overall pick back in 2015, Justice Winslow has been fighting injuries, but he still has a chance to be very good.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Moore's checked in. That one misses. Pelicans trail by 13. To the inside. Stolen away. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
Using that solid frame inside, Winslow draws the foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 14-point game. Up top, Dragic, covered by Redick. No good from Dragic. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
And that's what you want to see more of from James Johnson, being authoritative at the rim.
Here's Moore. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, Redick drills the three-pointer.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
The Heat leading by 13. Here's Hero. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Dragic for the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
And the shot goes in. Hart's got 6 points.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Hero passes to Johnson. Here's Dragic from outside. Great D that time from Redick.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Now here's Winslow. He's tightly guarded. Right side Leonard. Okafor with the steal. Knocked away. It's stolen by Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Okafor, following the score by Miami. They get a hand on it. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. In third, the Pelicans.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. The Heat leading by 12. Dragic left side. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Dragic. Dragic has got his 5th assist in this one. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Passes it to Hayes. Redick against Dragic. Pass to Hayes. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And the technical free throw is good.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for New Orleans. .112 left in the third quarter of the game. Moore against Winslow. 4 on the clock. The pass to Ball. From deep three-point range, the Pelicans get another chance here. Now Redick. 8 points for him. Got a piece of it. And it's the Heat on the break. There's Winslow. Great D that time from Redick. Pelicans trail by 13. 32 seconds left to play here in the third. Ball finds Okafor. Now here's Redick. Pass the Ball. 4 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Hero. 9 points in the game so far. Inside. And the foul called on Myers-Leonard. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And the first one at the line is good. And Miami making a change here. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And so it's Miami enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. They're back ball in Redick. He's out there with E'Twaun Moore, and it's Okafor in at the 5 down low. And it's Jones with the ball for the Heat. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. 3-pointer, Butler. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hayes has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The Heat making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. Brandon Ingram comes in for E'Twaun Moore. Pelicans trail by 12. And here is ball. That's tipped. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5. The Heat leading by 10. Up top, Dragic. He's covered by Ball. Okafor comes in with the double team. Jones, no one around him. It doesn't go for him. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Dragic against Ball. Outside Dragic to the paint. The kick outside to Butler. Just 3 to shoot. No good from Dragic.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And that one's good by Butler.
Everything's been working for Butler tonight. He's developing the identity of a superstar.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pelicans trail by 10. Ball feeling it out a bit. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Favors can't get it to go. The Heat have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Butler attacking. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Ball with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat leading by 10. Dragic left side. Shoots over Ball. A second chance effort. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
New Orleans moving it around. Outside, Redick. They grab their own miss.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Butler finds Olynyk, and the shot is good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here's Holiday. They're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
I think it's be a mistake to let the shot clock get under 10 seconds from here on out.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Ball with the bucket.
And we're seeing Ball just take over. An efficient, effective scorer who feels comfortable shooting from anywhere.
Now here's Dragic. Passes it to Jones. Shot clock at 5. Here's Butler. And the rejection by Favors.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Ingram. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Inside. Adebayo kicks to Dragic. To the middle, here's Butler, and the rejection by Favors.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Here's Williamson, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Goran Dragic.
This is what you love about Williamson. On the shorter side for a big man, but he's developing the pump fake as an equalizer.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Heat leading by 9. Outside Dragic, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Dragic left side. He kicks it to Olynyk. Down low, stolen by Holiday.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
And that one's good. Ingram.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Gets the pass to Butler. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Holiday.
Jimmy Butler used his body and muscle well to get the foul call.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
You look at the success of Jimmy Butler, the NBA's most improved player in 2015, and continuing to refine his game.
Now here's Ball. Right side Favors. Over Adebayo. Favors can't get it to go.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Stolen by Ball. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. The Heat leading by 9. Olynyk, the putback. It's good on the putback. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
And you know what? He's shaken off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Ball with it. Pass to Favors. Over Adebayo. And the dunk by Williamson.
And you got to appreciate the fearlessness with which he plays. Zion's ability to shoulder the offense at this stage of his career is incredible.
Adebayo.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Ingram attacking. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Miami. And that one falls for Ingram. Miami leading by 8. Now here's Winslow. Now the pass to Jones. Kicks to Olynyk. Pass to Adebayo. Over Favors. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Outside Holiday. Pass to Williamson. Back to Holiday. 6 to shoot. From deep. They get it back. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for that game against the Jazz, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
That one is off.
And he's letting a lot of points get away at the free throw line tonight. It's got to be frustrating to have all that hard work not pay off.
And he sinks the second. The Heat leading by 7. On the wing, Jones. He feeds it to Olynyk. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And that's 13 points for Kelly Olynyk.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Here's Ball. He kicks it to Favors. Dishes it to Ingram. Holiday against Butler. Outside Holiday. Looking to end his cold spell. Yep, that one goes in there.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Here's Winslow, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Showing off his work in the weight room. He's an and-one machine. Justin Winslow has that kind of potential.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Winslow.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit. Getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Ingram outside. With a floater, the wide open look here for Holiday. Misses the 3. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Winslow. Kicks to Jones. There's the pass to Olynyk. Over Williamson. No good off the back of the rim. Pelicans trail by 10. On the wing, Holiday. No good on the triple.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Got a piece of it. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Outstanding at getting his hand on the ball. Williamson's opportunistic attitude on defense makes such a difference.
Now here's Winslow. Pass to Olynyk. Over Williamson. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Heat lead by 10.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
The first one falls.
Every day, Holiday can be relied upon to bring focus, energy, toughness, and he's a terrific competitor.
Both free throws good from Holiday. Miami leading by 8. Winslow, the pass to Olynyk. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got his 5th assist in this one. Well, for New Orleans, shooting about 45% from the 4 in the 4th. Now Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
This is a tough kid. Holiday's fought through injuries. He's a physical player and a fearless player as well.
That free throw, no good. So we can't get either to fall. The Heat leading by 10. Butler goes in. Count it. Butler's got 27.
I love his mindset on that drive, Jimmy Butler. No one wants to get in his way when he's on the attack.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're in front by 10. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He took charge tonight, and it was just that type of breakout performance they needed. As they try to shake out of the slump they've been in, they'll be hoping he has more nights in end just like this one. Winslow, the pass to Olynyk. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 6 assists here tonight.
Unselfish basketball. Winslow, a more than willing setup man.
Pelicans trail by 12. And Holiday kicks the ball. Butler with the steal. And they're running. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Holiday.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Well, we know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one-and-dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25. Just something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Heat.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Kelly Olynyk.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And here's Holiday. Outside Favors. Butler against Holiday. Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Winslow with it. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, how confident are you that you guys can build on this win and keep the momentum going?
Very confident. Like I said, we got a great group of guys. We play together, play hard. We can win.
I know you'll like to keep that going as we go on in the season. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.